What's up, y'all? So I watched a video the other day, little bit of it, where G Herbo talks about how he faced struggles getting out the hood, how he had to leave some people behind in the streets, and I thought it was a really interesting video. I'm gonna react to it and give y'all my perspective. Let's get into it.
Like, I had to cut off my best friends, and people telling me like, man, bro, shit, we out here doing this, we in the trenches and you not, like, so we out here risking our life and risking death in jail. But at that time, like, bro, I'm a real celebrity. Like, I was really a somebody. So I'm thinking like, shit, all right, we all gonna be dead or in jail. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like basically you telling me you love me, you care about me, but you only care about me if I'm risking my life and risking my freedom.
Right.
Yep. And this is the realization that too many rappers come to too late, when they're already dead, or like when they've already gotten in trouble or they in jail and things like that. And one of the things that we have to realize, and I'm going to attack this from just a black culture perspective, there's something called the black tax. Now, within the black community, what ends up happening, and this is what one of the main reasons why a lot of black families that did go to college lost a lot of wealth within the mid to late 1900s, is because when they went to college, they went back and tried to give back to all of their families, so much to the point to where they missed out on investments. They weren't buying the homes that they could. They weren't paying off mortgages earlier. They weren't investing in the stock market and things like they could have been, because they were trying to lift everybody up behind them without making sure that they were good first. And understand, when you're a rapper coming from the hood and you're around your homies all the time, and they was there in the studio maybe when you was recording a track, they may want to keep living that same life because they don't have the opportunities you have. But you have to be smart enough and you have to be wise enough and be future oriented to realize, I can't hang around them anymore. And one of the reasons why this is so difficult, I think, for many rappers to grasp is because that's their connection to the streets. That's their connection to the music, because what are they rapping about? Shooting, killing, gang banging, drug dealing, all these things. And when they're with their homies, that's their connection. And it's also an identity thing. Remember, a lot of the black youth that join gangs are joining it for what? A community. That's right. They're joining it for a community. They want a sense of purpose, a sense of identity. It's no different than somebody joining a church and having a difficult time leaving that church because that's all they know. This is all they know. We're talking about a system, an institution where they entered into and were around other boys, other guys that filled a hole in their heart, a lot of them because they didn't have a father. And so you have to then leave that behind. It's tough, but I'm glad G Herbo is speaking on it. But let's hear a little more of what he got to say.
That ain't caring about me.
Nah, man, that's the trick bag again. But also, like we were talking about, how the police or the investigators or law enforcement could place you in a scenario because of your big heart and just bonding people out and messing with people you grew up with. The flip side of that is, these little dudes will run even more wilder if they know.
If they know I'm coming.
I got Herb. Exactly. I got Herb coming, man. He said, what, go on, nigga, it's like this month. Like, bro, I'm not coming for that old kind of shit, man.
That's crazy you saying that, because they really will, bro. When a nigga know, like, man, he coming to get me every time. Like, I done bonded my homies out for 20,000, 10,000, 100,000.
100,000? $100,000? You bound? What did they do? What did they do? You bonding people out for 100,000. See, this is where I'm just not a good friend. This is where I'm just not a good friend. If you in jail and you got $100,000 bond, hey, bruh, I'ma see you at the trial. Maybe. I'ma see you at the trial, because it's not like these people were walking down the street and somebody yanked them into jail, or they were in some situation where they're being framed. These are people that are likely committing the crimes that they're accused of doing, and now they're in prison, and they want you to spend your wealth, your money to get them out. Nah, I'm good. We were friends. We're not friends anymore, right? But I think the bigger picture that I want to point on is that when we have these conversations about why it's so hard for someone to transition from the street life to just being a regular citizen, understand that it's no different than somebody transitioning from, you know, let's say someone going to church to a different church, or somebody making a transition step in their life. A lot of these dudes, this is all they've known, and they have to move past that. Now, what I will say is this, you know, within the gang culture and within, you know, I would say black culture more broadly, we have to understand that a lot of the ignorance that is embodied within the black community starts when children are at their most vulnerable. It starts when children are at their most vulnerable. Now, I'm not talking about, you know, we'll say before 12, that's one thing. But when they're going through puberty and they're trying to learn how to be a man and all this stuff, many don't have a father figure. Many are, you know, taking advice from other dudes their age, and many are trying to find a sense of community. And so now what you have is a situation where when you leave that, it's like, oh, you think you're better than me. You think you're better than me. You want to go to college. You think you're better than me. You making money now and you don't want to pay for my bad decisions. You think you're better than me. And it's almost like this manipulation tactic and this gaslighting tactic where anytime you come from a position of struggle and you make it out, the people around you or that were around you, they want to make it seem like you're betraying them because you don't want to indulge anymore. In other words, we was all drowning. We was gasping for air. You get above water and they like, oh, so you're not going to share no oxygen with us? Meanwhile, I'm sitting here trying to build a boat for you. I'm sitting here trying to throw floats in the water, and what you popping the floats, you putting holes in the boat, and now the boat sinking. You doing all those things to where we both can't eat. See, that's my problem, is when you come from a position of struggle and the people that are still down there struggling, if they want to make it to where they would rather y'all both not eat than they just not eat, right? They would rather you not eat if they not eating instead of just be happy for you. I ain't going for it. So I say good for G Herbo. Good for G Herbo. Breaking free. Isolating himself. Staying away from people that mean you no good. Refocusing your energy. Staying positive. I think we need to see more rappers doing this. I really do. Because, you know, you should not feel guilty for your success. You should not feel guilty for your success. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm really interested to hear from y'all. Also, make sure you tap the like button, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video.